What animal is the most like ridiculous that if you can't say platypus, that's cheating. What animal,
Yeah.
if you did you think was fake when you first heard about it? Because it's like, wait a minute, like
Do
those
sea
are real?
bears count?
Sea bears? You mean manatees?
No, I'm talking about sea bears.
the little microscopic
Are you
ones.
talking about tardigrades?
That's it, tardigrade. Yeah.
Oh,
Do those
yeah,
count?
okay,
I don't know if
that's
that's an animal, huh? I mean, they're
Probably
alive.
Tasmanian devil for me. I was like, that's a real thing.
Yeah, because the cartoon.
Real.
Yeah,
not anymore.
That's the cartoon.
I was surprised to learn those were real as well, and I was like,
Bro, I'm surprised that I was surprised the marsupilami wasn't real.
It's the narwhal.
Oh,
The
narwhal. Hey, the narwhal. I legit didn't know those were real until like a year and a half ago. For real,
lot
I
of
always
people
thought
like
that was
that.
a mythical creature.
Yeah, I thought it was like an internet meme.
It's not just
Am
me
I
that
the
thought
only
that.
one? Am I the only one who thinks that like a narwhal horn would be the coolest fucking thing ever? Like, I want a narwhal horn like on the end of like a
cane.
staff. Like,
That would
I
be
bet
sick.
I feel like a narwhal horn is what you would use to like spear a demon or something. Like it
Yeah.
looks like it has some magical power.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It would be.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm
cool-looking
vibing.
cane.
like I could see that being like the whole plot to a season of Supernatural, having to get a narwhal horn to like stab a demon.
I think we
Like,
should
or
go on a
maybe
mission in
some
real
sort
life
of,
and
like-
go get one.
I don't know if they're protected or not. They seem.
I don't
pretty
care if
healthy,
they're
though.
protected.
I swear there was some group of people who, oh yeah, the Inuits. That's right. They hunted them to like near extinction in that
Those
area.
bastards.
Josh is about to finish the job.
because they wanted to keep the.
Oh, that's a shitty one
tusk and
though.
stuff like that.
Find me a good one. That one's only $1,000. Like what are we, peasants?
Yeah, what the fuck? The fact
That
you would
shit out. What
even,
is this? A narwhal horn for
The
ants?
the fact that you would even show me a sub $10,000 narwhal horn.
You just don't know
Like,
how we ball around here.
If I'm
apparently.
gonna play, I'm gonna play.
I bet those things are super sharp.
I don't think they are
I
at
bet
all.
you could use.
I'm not
them.
sure.
You don't think so?
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at pictures and they look fucking sharp.
But don't
and
they?
scary.
Don't they naturally
look
grow
sharp.
to a point?
They
like
do that
continue
like
to
curly
spiral?
Q thing. I watched a thing about it a while
I don't
back.
think they're that
I
sharp.
think for a long time they didn't know what they did with them, and now I think they just think that they just like touch them together because it feels good. That's the main reason they exist. That's not
Wait,
true.
they say that's what
That's the way it
scientists say?
exists because
That's-
it feels good.
Yeah, that's what
Haven't we
scientists
all?
say. Yeah.
I mean, they are
can't.
scientists.
I can't remember why those fucking whales have that silly horn, but I want one of those horns, and I want either a cane or a spear, or maybe like, man, I just want
It's
lots.
actually,
I'm gonna need
their
a lot of
canine
horns.
tooth. That's actually their canine tooth.
Oh my god.
That's a rare double horn narwhal.
Ah,
Apparently, this is their tooth. By the way, this is
the
a
double
canine tooth.
narwhal. You know,
This one's got to be rare.
it's pretty
a
cool.
double
Holy shit, that's
narwhal.
amazing.
That looks really cool.
I like how they're both the
want it.
same length.
Oh, I think maybe I read they're like a sensory organ. Like maybe they can detect like something in the water.
Interesting.
What?
Well, it says here on Wikipedia, it's like
it
literally
can
it's-
detect
it's-
anything that it hits with its horn.
It's literally, they said it's literally a protruding tooth.
Wow.
So you'll look at my hand. I can detect this desk.
So it's like big car bumpers, just
Yeah,
stuck out
that's
the
how it
front of
works.
wherever it goes. Okay.
You know
cool.
what? An animal I wasn't 100% sure was real was that blob fish, where they, you know that fish where it
Yeah.
lives in like 1,000,000 feet underwater or whatever.
Monkfish?
And when they pull it up, the pressure fucks it,
Mhm.
and it basically like turns it inside out, and it has this cartoony face. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
with the big nose
I
flopping.
was just like, this looks like a practical effects like goblin face. This doesn't look real. And then you see what it looks like before it's been fucked up by pressure. Pretty normal looking fish.
And it's not that
I
weird.
It's
believe
just
that
a
one.
fish. Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
it kill them to like expose them to the
Yes.
low pressure?
Yeah, they
Yes.
die from
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
They're like
When they
being
when they
pulled
reel it up,
and
it has
slowly
a
dying.
complete body transformation.
So every time you see this picture, just know that is dying a horrible death.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
like-
imagine someone reeling you at 100 miles an hour from base camp at Everest to the top, and you're just
Yeah, exactly. See what it
No.
feel that pressure change
No.
does?
It's worse than that. It's like being put
It
in a
is even
vacuum.
worse. Yeah.
It's like
I-
it's like being put in a vacuum because they're used to like all that pressure, and now
Mhm.
none. That's
I
Yep.
hate that
Well,
this fish
like-
came out looking more human.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Like it's like a 10% transformation towards being just an ugly guy.
It's got a big nose.
Literally. It's fucking
It
Yeah.
kind of looks like
Uh,
Peter Griffin now.
Poor thing.
yeah.
Whenever I go fishing, like in the lakes locally, most of the time those fish will die if like I'm running a plug 20 feet under, because they have the air bladder in them that they adjust to how high up and down they want to go. So if like a fish is 30 feet down and you rip it to the top and it doesn't change its air bladder, whenever you throw it in a live well, it can't adjust and it'll just sit there and suffocate after like an hour.
Jesus.
So that's why, like, a lot of the time, Fisher, whenever they pull them up, they'll like stab them in the air bladder, then throw them back. Like, here, have fun. Or to put them in the live well for a while, because otherwise they'll like whenever you see on those like bass
I've
shows,
never
they hold
seen
up
a
the trophy
fisherman
bass.
stab a fish in the air bladder and say, "Have fun."
You do that
That's
to throw.
awful.
Okay, not to have fun. You do that to throw it in the live well, so that way, whenever you hold it up on camera later, it's not a dead fish that's
Yeah.
been rotting in a cooler for 2 hours.
Okay.
But the issue is that they get suffocated because they're not adjusted to the depths. So that's like 30 feet in a landlocked lake. Imagine the bottom of the ocean
Yeah.
getting ripped up that fast.
You think there's
Horrific.
any? You think there's anything interesting down there? Like you think maybe
Yes,
there's some like intelligent,
yes.
like fish people, like in that movie The Abyss?
I don't think there's
I'm
fish
not
people,
sure
but I think
about
there's got to be
intelligent.
cool sea monsters, creatures, stuff that lives in the deep that we don't know about yet.
Well, I was reading
Zach
National
watches the
Geographic
channel,
when I was locked
guys.
up. It said that they estimate that we have discovered 98% of all species that exist on land and approximately 2 to 4% of species in water.
Yeah, but I don't care about all those shrimp that they want me to discover.
That's what it would mostly be. He's
Yeah,
talking
like-
about
like-
fucking
like-
aliens. or
Yeah.
There's
something.
80,000 kinds of shrimp down there. You guys don't
give
understand.
us
We gotta fund
give us
this.
a new
No.
whale.
He's right though. That's what it largely
Right,
boils down to. Would
No,
be
I
technical
wanna-
species differences.
I
Mhm.
want a monster. I want something like enormous.
They
I want
would be
something-
monsters.
We don't know, bro.
It's true because of the the gravity there or whatever it is. They tend to be bigger,
Mhm.
apparently.
Have
Well, I
you
mean,
heard of
wasn't it
the,
like-
The deeper sea makes bigger creatures.
I just
I
watched a
don't think-
video about it. It's because of their
Didn't,
buoyancy.
didn't they not even have like 100% evidence for the giant sea squid until like
recently.
relatively recently?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where they'd be
they
like,
just find
there's
out
these
arms.
big
Eight, I think.
beak-shaped bites taken out of this sperm whale's stomach that washed up on the beach.
Nah, they
We
would find the-
theorized it could be a giant squid, and then they found it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's suckers. They would find the scars from where the sperm whales would fight the squids, and they'd have these scars on them, and it's from the suckers of the giant squid had like a hook in them or something, and but yeah, I think they're
What a
really,
crazy
really fucking
battle.
big. And then I think have you ever
Mhm. Epic.
have you ever seen the picture? It's actually video of like it's under an oil rig, and there's that long like like tall creature, like maybe it's either
It looks like a squid.
a squid or a jellyfish or something. It's some kind of horrific looking thing. It looks a lot like the aliens from what's the Will Smith movie Independence Day. It looks a little bit like like them. It's fucked up, super scary. That I've always been afraid of like the deep ocean and all the stuff in there. Like
Mhm.
I like whenever I could imagine if I imagine myself being like neck deep in the ocean and just bobbing up and down. That's a real scary place to
night.
be.
Something huge coming up underneath you.
At night or day. I don't know that day's a lot better than night. Like I feel like at
It's
night
the worst
maybe
no matter what, because you have no chance. Anything that wants to fuck with you can fuck with
and you can't get away at all.
The same way, like
No, you're
if
fucked.
there was a shark, like a nurse shark, laying in the middle of a public park, I can do anything I want to that thing. Run up
It's
and
in our
head
territory.
kicks. I'm spitting on it, pissing on it. Like I can do whatever I want because it's in my domain. I
But
don't
when we
wanna
go to
hang out
their
next to 'em,
domain,
man. Yeah, they're gonna fuck us up.
we're
I
getting
was
rolled.
thinking like I know the sperm whale and the giant squid, they have their little rivalry. I can't imagine that is like a winning record for the squid. Like that's the sperm whales have to be like Alabama up until this year.
Yep.
Just every
Gotta
year
be.
the squids are like, this is the year we've been drafting steadily. Our defense is solid. Ah, fuck! It's a whale. We keep forgetting.
Ultimate
You know, we should have picked a rival that wasn't the biggest carnivore on earth. A whale with teeth the size of Brock Lesnar's forearms.
Bro,
Maybe
I
this
tell you
isn't-
what, sperm whale are terrifying. Like
Me-
stories
meanwhile,
about
the poor
sailors being
squid-
killed by them. Oh, word.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, the sperm whales also, they can like click at such a resonance that like it kills you in the water.
I heard
Maybe
about that.
this-
Yeah, like they can like shoot, like flick essentially fish as they're going to hunt them. Yeah.
Where they can like or whatever that noise
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Like it's
Boom.
like an air bubble that like a
stuns
concussion
them.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe this isn't interesting to people, but this was like a new fact to me within like the last couple years, and it was mind blowing to me, but maybe not to everyone. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But sharks are older than trees.
Yeah, that's true.
That always fucked me up.
Mhm.
I was like, what? That's just like
I
crazy
know that's like
sharks being old.
scientific, but it doesn't
just-
make sense.
It's the weird thing to say.
The family of organisms that became sharks started evolving before the organisms that became trees did. So sharks were
pretty
around when there were no trees in the land at all. There were primitive. I mean, we're talking like hundreds of millions of years ago, pre-proto sharks, but technically sharks existed before trees. Yes.
Yeah, and they.
I read that
crazy.
fun fact not too long ago as well. I was like, that's fucking weird and also interesting.
I think some
Yeah.
species of shark they say like haven't significantly evolved in eons, which
Right.
is like pretty wild. That
They were
like,
perfect already.
they got to the peak.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it was like, okay, if any shark is born without these features, it's a net negative, and that will be bred out.
Yep.
Like, what's the
Yeah.
ideal shark? Exactly this one.
Apparently it exists.
great
People have been
eyes
saying
on the
this for a while.
sides of the heads, like
Yeah.
2 rows of teeth.
You got a good point. It's
Constant
kind of
ozone.
nature's endorsement that if you can prove that something hasn't evolved in a million years, they pretty much got it right, it looks like.
Yeah, and like us, like we're not even close to peak. What the fuck are pinky toes? Like, we're getting rid of those
That's how I-
earlobes.
That's
we
how I
doing?
find the corner of the wall at 3 a.m. My pinky toe.
Yeah.
There's no
It's like,
greater
hey,
pain. Hey,
Well,
but
hey.
to the people skinners of Juarez, you will not. I dare you to stub Woody's pinky toe against the corner of a wall in the middle of the night every night for the rest of his life. We still won't pay.
For the
still
next
won't
3
pay.
nights, then.
Yeah.
Would that mean
That's a brutal one.
pinky toes are like narwhal tusks, just like bumpers
Yeah,
to see where
yeah.
you're going?
Yeah,
Basically,
it's a
yep.
sensory organ. No,
That's
pinky
where our
toes.
tusks went. There are pinky toes.
Do we need toenails? Do we need those?
I grow mine out long so I can run faster in the woods.
I do it as a self defense precaution.
Wait,
I-
Huh?
he digs into the dirt as he sprints.
are you talking like on all fours here? Oh, okay. We're on all fours. Okay. In that case, all right, Sabretooth.
you're bounding
part of
across
my-
the plane.
Part of my new workout routine is monkey crawling everywhere. So
Ah,
I kind of
toenails.
once I'm outside the viewpoint of the camera, I'm down on all fours and I'm monkey crawling. It's
gotcha,
been
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
tremendous.
His workout is chasing
the
lone
glutes.
hikers.
It's
through the
awkward at
woods
the grocery
on
store,
all
folks.
fours.
God, I'm strong.